Well, hi there, Internet. My name's Court, and you've got courtside seats for my review of Dark Phoenix. Let's do it. Dark Phoenix is an action-adventure sci-fi from director Simon Kinberg and 20th Century Fox. The film stars James McAvoy, Michael Fassbender, Jennifer Lawrence, Nicholas Hoult, Sophie Turner, Tye Sheridan, and Jessica Chastain, and is the final film in the XMen franchise under Fox. Jean Grey begins to develop incredible powers that corrupt her and turn her into a Dark Phoenix. Now the X-Men will have to decide if the life of a team member is worth more than all of the people living in the world. First off, I'd just like to say thanks to my friends at InTheSeats.ca. In the Seats is a website that reviews TV and movies. They also do contests and giveaways, and sometimes I write for them as well. I'm going to leave a link in the description. I hope you go over there, check them out, show them some love. So we've been hearing that Dark Phoenix was really bad for quite a while. And let's be honest, Fox has a kind of spotty track record when it comes to this franchise. For every Days of Future Past, Logan, or Deadpool, you also had an X-Men Origins Wolverine, an Apocalypse, and The Last Stand. I'm going to say Dark Phoenix is not a great X-Men movie, but it's not a train wreck. If I could use a word to describe it, I would say that it's fine. And I don't mean it's a fine movie. I mean it's a fine movie. It's got pacing issues, the writing's not all that good, and it gets pretty dull from time to time. But having said that, there are some fun moments, there are some badass moments, and some pretty darn good acting. Speaking of acting, I did not like Sophie Turner in Apocalypse. Granted, I didn't really like anything about that movie. I thought she was really good in this flick. She conveys Jean's hurt and confusion and loss of self beautifully. James McAvoy and Michael Fassbender are great as always. And I will say, much like Apocalypse, it really did feel like Jennifer Lawrence was phoning this one in. I think she just really wanted to get done with this franchise. Now, I said the writing is not that good. The dialogue does get pretty cliche at times. One character will say something and you know what the response is going to be before it even comes. Tye Sheridan as Cyclops has a line in the movie. It made me laugh out loud. I don't think that was the point. Oh my God, I want to share the line with you guys, but I won't. But he's like posturing and he says something. He's trying to be all badass. And it's like, buddy, take it down a notch. You're not a badass. You're Cyclops. Further, when Jean Grey gets her new power, she has, we'll call it an episode. And almost immediately, she understands the lack of control she has over this, and it just felt really rushed. And she has a scene where she's crying and she's talking to herself like, why did you make me do that? Blah, 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 blah. And it felt so hokey. Just show us her crying. Just show us her emoting. We don't need to hear her inner monologue. We know why she's upset. And the villain in this movie is so bland. I was reminded of Cate Blanchett in the Indiana Jones movie that shall not be named. And I love Cate Blanchett, but that character was just so dull, and it's the same here. I should never be sitting in a movie theater going, oh, the villain is back. Hooray. I'm terrified. You know, I know that Simon Kinberg has been with this franchise for quite a while, but I think he was the wrong choice to direct this movie. Not only had he never directed a feature before, and not only is this a blockbuster, but it was also supposed to be the culmination of the entire Fox franchise, which started all the way back in 2000. Now, it's not horribly directed, it's not The Room, but there are definitely some problems, particularly in the fight scenes. Some of them are pretty neat, but some of them are really shaky. It's really hard to tell what's going on. And just a couple quick thoughts. I loved the Beast Charles dynamic in this movie. They have one scene in a kitchen I thought was great. I didn't like Nightcrawler throughout most of this movie. I wasn't jiving with his character. And then in the final act, he becomes super badass, and I was like, all right, this guy. And then I gotta say the ending felt very familiar and very obvious. Kind of seen it before. Look, Dark Phoenix is okay. I can't say it's much better than that, but it's okay. It's not a disaster. There's some cool moments, some strong performances, but it's just another X-Men movie. It doesn't feel like the last of the franchise. It's not satisfying the way Endgame was satisfying. And if you're looking to this to be like the culmination of the thought, no, just throw that out now. You're gonna be bitterly disappointed. It's just an X-Men movie. It runs its course, and then it just kind of stops. Now, I don't have a proprietary rating system as of yet, so I'm just trying to figure out what I'm going to give Dark Phoenix, and I think I'm going to give Dark Phoenix a out of 10. So now I want to know, have you seen Dark Phoenix? What did you think about it? What is your favorite movie in the X-Men franchise? Whatever your thoughts, hit the comments below. Let's discuss. If you enjoyed this review, please smash that like button and give it a share if you really enjoyed it. And hey, why not take a second, do me a favor, click subscribe and ring that bell to subscribe to my channel for more movie reviews, entertainment news, trailer reactions, all that good stuff. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.